And so the fourth thing is this: it testifies against something. So it testifies for us. The blood of Jesus testifies against. What is it it testifies against? Every accusation of the devil. I believe that so often when we come into God's presence, there are things in our life that the enemy just keeps reminding us of. There are things in our past that we try hard to get away from, but it still seems to cling to us. But here it testifies. Listen to what it says in Revelation 12. And the great dragon was thrown down, that ancient serpent, who is called the devil and Satan, the deceiver of the whole world. He was thrown down to the earth, and his angels were thrown down with him. Now listen, this is the good news. Now has salvation and power and the kingdom of our God and the authority of his Christ have come. For the accuser of our brothers has been cast down, who accuses them day and night before our God. And they have conquered him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony, for they love not their lives unto death. What does this mean for us? Listen, it testifies against every satanic accusation. Listen, you know the whole purpose of the devil, through accusation, through sin, through any scheme that he may develop so that he puts it in your path, it is so that through that demonic accusation, he is wanting to interfere with the purpose that God has for your life. That's all that sin is. It's an interference of the purpose of God for your life. And here it says that the accuser has been cast down. And so here it testifies for us, which is pardon is declared. It testifies against Satan. Why? Because God protects us from every accusation of the enemy. Listen, if you're suffering with accusation, you're suffering with thoughts of guilt, you're looking at your life and you just pick out the things that are wrong, the things that you could have and should have done, but you didn't do and couldn't do. Listen, that's when the enemy comes in. And he also uses our family history. That's bloodline. We'll come on to that another time, because God's been giving me revelation into how we can be freed from the iniquitous bloodlines. But you see, I want you to be free this morning. I want you to be free from every accusation of the enemy, because he stands there day and night. He is unrelentless. But let me tell you this. The love of Jesus is relentless. It relentlessly pursues. It relentlessly releases forgiveness to us. It relentlessly speaks in our defense. It relentlessly comes to protect us against every voice of accusation from the enemy. We need to know what the blood is doing if we are to overcome in the courts of heaven. You have a right to answer the accuser with the blood of Jesus. That is what you have a right to. Listen, they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb. Satan operates in the spirit dimension. God is wanting us to move into the spirit dimension in a much clearer way. And as we do that, we will begin to decree, and we will speak those things upon the earth that God has spoken, that whole situations can be turned around. We need to understand that there is a heavenly dimension, a heavenly realm. There is an authority of heaven that rules over the earth. And the devil, Satan, the accuser, he seeks to interfere so God's rule and reign and his purpose is not brought out in this realm.